Hey everybody, and welcome back. Oh my gosh, have you ever got like, I'm sure most of you have gotten like a bad sunburn most at some point in your life, but it's at that phase where it's like itching. You're not supposed to itch it, so I'm sitting here like kneading my skin because it's so itchy. I'll probably apologize for my hair too because it's clean and it doesn't want to cooperate with anything I want to do right now. So let's see, maybe I can get to go this side and work out better for me. Probably not, but we're just gonna leave it alone. So it is that time again. It is favorites time. So I went ahead and pulled out all the stuff that I've been loving this month. I think one of these things I might have mentioned before, but like whatever, it's a monthly favorite, so if I'm using the same thing for 2 months, at least I'm getting my money's worth out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and start in no particular order. I'm going to go ahead. I've been using, for one of the shades, I mean I like all three, but just because I know that they made it separate, so I feel like I can mention it. And it's just the Incandescent Electra, which was in the Hourglass Ambient Blush kit. And it's the one that everybody asked for so much that they went ahead and made it permanent, which is this middle peachy shade right here. It's just really nice because all of their blushes have that, some of their ambient lighting powder mixed in with a blush color, so you get like a really nice like lit glowy flush of color, which is so pretty. I don't know if it'll come across on camera. It looks super duper light. So I'm gonna try and show you too. It's right, that is like the worst swatch of light. Like really, who does that is like, whoa. That is the worst angle. There we go. It's right here. So it's a really pretty kind of like light peachy rose color. So there's a little bit of pink in there, but it is peachy and it's really pretty, and I like it because it's not too overbearing, because I feel like I haven't been wearing blush too often lately, but when I do, it's more of those like light, not too colorful colors, and those are beautiful. So if you haven't picked that up, now you can, even if you can't get the palette anymore. That one is sold individually as well as the other two in the palette. Next thing, this is the one I think I've mentioned, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before, but it's kind of like a go-to, and it's just the Mercier Face Illuminating Powder in Indiscretion. I've seen this go in and out of stock still, so I know that you can probably find some on eBay or whatnot for like a decent price, but it's just a really pretty highlighter. See if I can do a better swatch where I'm not like moving around like a ridiculous person trying to show you. We'll see. That is it right there. So it's just kind of like a nice pretty champagne colored highlighter. I always forget to bring napkins or like tissues, and they're like right up there, but I just don't want to keep stepping out of frame every month because I forget. Blushes, wow, brushes. These, I didn't even notice until I can't talk. Didn't notice this until right now, but they're both from the Gunmetal collection from Morphe. This is the G8 brush, and I have been using this for my contour because it just fits perfectly into that little area right here. And it's so dense, super fluffy, and it does everything I need it to do. And this is the only brush I've been using the last like couple months actually. And this is a good angled blush brush, and it's the G4. I prefer my blush brushes to be angled, and this is just super duper dense, which is like the best in my opinion. Like the more dense the brush, the more probably I'm gonna use it, because that's what I prefer. But those are really great. Do you see this? I think I've been staying inside to like keep myself out of the sun, but like apparently I forgot how to talk over the last couple days, because that's a really great brush, really affordable brush, and they're both from Morphe. And this actually surprised me. A lot of the times with mascara, I hate mascaras. Like if I can try mascara on the first time and it wows me, like that really says something, because a lot of the times with mascara, like the first like time or two I use, if I don't like it, like I'll throw it away. It can be like full size, like I won't buy it, but if it's like a full sample, like I will throw it away because I'm like, I'm never gonna use this. The first time I was like, eh, but then like it was just there and I had nothing else to use one day. I was in a hurry, and it's just the Makeup Forever. It's the Smoky Extravagant Mascara. The wand is similar to if you've ever seen Benefit's, I think, larger than lash wand. It's just really fat at the end and gets tapered into the center there, so that way it gets into your inner lashes really well. I have really been liking this. It does not say anywhere that it's waterproof, but I honestly feel like this is a pretty waterproof mascara. I worked at the beach and it was super hot and kind of sweaty, which is kind of gross, and I was in the water and all that business, and it didn't move. At the end of the night, like, it was still there as if I just put it on. So this is great mascara. It definitely is thicker. Some people don't like thick mascara. If you don't, definitely I wouldn't try this one. But over the years, I've discovered that I love thicker mascaras. That's just my personal preference. It helps give me more volume and length, and I'm about that life. So that is really good. Next is a concealer. It's just the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15. This one is a little bit more pink than the 10. But I kind of do like this, actually. It gives it kind of like a little bit more of like a glow. At first, I wasn't sure. I feel like there's a handful of products where I buy and I'm kind of like, meh. But I'm so, like, I hate wasting my own money. And I'm like, I purchase every single thing that I have here. And I'm like wasting. So I'll give it a go, like, later on. Like, obviously before it expires or anything. And that actually surprised me. Like, I have it on today. It's not like super duper light, but I actually like it. And it doesn't crease or like cakey or like too much makeup. And it's drugstore, so I think that's a great alternative. That one and the Maybelline, the Instant Age Rewind, those are my two favorite drugstore concealers. They're super affordable and they work really well. Let's see what else. Next is this brow powder. I switch off frequently with my brow products. I mean, the brand, I pretty much... Sorry, there's a hair. I can feel it. I should probably just leave it alone because I know you can't see it, but I feel it. Most of my stuff is from Anastasia Beverly Hills with like a Benefit item or two thrown in there. It's just the brow powder in chocolate. It just has the two shades. For the longest time I was just using this because I was like, no, the other one's too dark, and then I used it the other day just to like, because I wanted to, and it's actually like the perfect color. So don't be deceived if you have dark brow hair by dark brow products, because a lot of the time they're gonna fit you. It's just hard to see it. Especially when I feel like I was so like neon before I went to the beach. Like, I have the weirdest, this is like segue, but I feel like I need to tell you this. Do you see this? I don't know if you can see this on camera, but like it's the weirdest patch right here because it got burned. Just, it looks kind of like a claw. Like I got burned in this weird shape right here by my armpit. And then I'm lighter over here to where like it's gonna be the most awkward tan looking thing ever. But I'm so fair that like I went on that tangent right then because of brow products. Like, they look a lot darker because when you're so fair, like, everything looks like so drastic, but it's not that bad. This is really weird for me. I don't know if I should even change foundation colors. I don't go out in the sun that often. I don't know. Maybe I will. Who knows? Next product is some lips stuff. I always forget to get a couple of them out of the car, and I don't want to mention them because then you're like, why are you going to talk about it if you didn't even show me? So I will pull them out for next month's favorites because I've been using them. They're in the car. Those are my go-to ones, so I will pull them out next month and I will show you. But these are ones that I really like that I have with me. Two of them are from ColourPop. One is Lumiere and the other is Frida. Lumiere was the lippie shade created by Kathleen Lights, and I'm so excited because like I literally took this out when I first got it and I wore it and I took it with me, and then I couldn't find it. Like, you know when you clean like a purse, or you switch purses and you don't clean it, you switch a purse, like that's what happened to me, and it disappeared. And then like I was looking for something in an old purse and I found it, and I was so excited because I literally wore it like once. It's just this really pretty like dusty rosy mauve color, and it's gorgeous. That is a matte formula. And the next one, which I have on right now, is Frida, and I believe this is the one from Coffee Break with Danny, and I'll show you side by side swatches. You can see the difference. So this is Frida, which is more pink, and Lumiere, which has more of those like purple mauvey undertones, but they're both really pretty. Frida is a satin, Lumiere is a matte shade, but they're both very wearable, nothing like too like glossy or too drying. Those are my two favorite right now. And then my last lip favorite is by the brand Aromi. I don't know, this is really hard to say because I feel like I like majority of all the formulas of different liquid lipsticks, but this is definitely up there in my top whatever. The formula is so lightweight and I never feel like it dries my lips out. I feel like it's kind of just this really light layer and it lasts all day, and it doesn't transfer, which I love. I mean, most liquid lipsticks aren't supposed to transfer, but I mean, if you have like a brighter color and you lick your lips or something like that unintentionally, it might transfer and get a little bit while you're eating down here or like in your gums, on your teeth. But I haven't noticed that with this. I have a shade in the car, which is one of my favorites. I'll talk about next month, but this is the exact same formula and is the shade Desert Taupe, and it's just a really pretty, this is kind of like a dupe for Lime Crime Cashmere. It's a little bit more purple in it than Cashmere does, if you can see that. But it's very, very light on the skin. It almost just kind of feels like, I don't even know what to compare it to be completely honest with you, because it's thinner in like texture than other liquid lipsticks, but it's just as pigmented and it stays just as long, if not longer. So if you haven't heard of this brand, I will link their website below. They are on the pricey side. They're right around that same price point as all the other high-end brands that we all use and love. But it's worth it. So if at least it feels like an indie company and it was pricey and it wasn't as good quality, I mean, then it's not worth the money, and I would tell you that. But I've been pleasantly surprised by this brand. So I would say just go and pick like one color. I feel like that's always the best. Like if you're not sure about something and it's a little bit pricey, go ahead and just pick up like one color that you maybe other colors similar to, so you know that you'll actually wear it, but you can compare formulas. Oh, one last thing I almost forgot. I always almost forget like one thing, and it's just my body wash. It's the Snow Fairy. This is hard, and I'm telling you about this so that you can get ready. If you've never heard about this, you will see it come back to Lush in the holiday time. So it will be back in like November, and I'm telling you this now because this stuff sells out so quickly. It smells phenomenal. They have several other body products with the exact same scent that they bring out during the holidays. I think the only thing that smells like it that they have year-round, I believe, is a soap called Rockstar or Grandmother. That sounds weird, but it's one of those two. Fairy Godmother, maybe? I don't know. But this stuff, I don't like overly like sweet smelling things, but this is like the perfect balance of like candy and sweet. Like I think because this actually stays on my skin, which is why I love it so much. Like the scent is amazing, but it's amazing and it actually stays on your skin after you get out of the shower, which is like pretty unheard of for my skin. My skin just kind of like takes it in, you wash it off, and it's like you never did anything to it. But I think somebody told me I smelled like cake one day after I got out of the shower and smelled this, so that's never a bad thing. Nobody's like, ew, cake. You're like, cake. So I had to give this bad boy a mention. It does come in 3 different sizes. This is the medium size. There's a size that's like double the amount. They are kind of pricey, but I can honestly say it's so worth it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like invest in it, but after having this and using it, I will go ahead and invest in the bigger one and some backups during this coming holiday time because this stuff smells so good. So I'm sorry for mentioning this so soon, unless you can find some on eBay, but I'm getting you ready because this stuff is gold and it's gonna sell out and you're gonna want it, so you're gonna put it on your list now. Alrighty, so that is all for my June favorites. Oh, I just hit my sunburn. I'm gonna die. All for my June favorites. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.